Hey guys, it's Holly aka Minifig Pals, and last night we got a lot of Star Wars set names and set numbers. There was also some for Technic and Ninjago, but since I really don't buy those themes or care about them, I'm not going to talk about them today. Star Wars, however, I am into. I've gotten really into LEGO Star Wars this year, and I saw the set list, and as someone who doesn't have a lot of the old sets and I'm still watching the Clone Wars and the Mandalorian, it's an interesting spot to be in because with this set list, there are so many remakes, and I know Star Wars is known for having a lot of remakes. It's something that happens often, and a lot of the times it's really good because people like me who missed out on the original ones can then get a better version or a remastered version and things like that. And even though I don't have a lot of these original sets, I still looked at the set list and was really disappointed with what I saw. So some background knowledge to me is my favorite Star Wars movie is Revenge of the Sith. I'm really enjoying the Clone Wars from what I'm watching so far, and same with the Mandalorian. I also love the original trilogy. The sequels, I mean, they're okay, but they're definitely not my favorites, and I probably would pick them last to watch. So in saying that, the sets I would really like to see from LEGO Star Wars would be prequel stuff, as well as maybe some stuff from The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, as we have got a lot of New Hope stuff recently. Also with the Mandalorian Season 2 coming out, I'd love to see more Mandalorian sets, and also the Clone Wars has really picked up in popularity again since the last season came out this year, and because I'm currently watching it, that is something I'm really interested in. So we've gotten the set numbers and names and prices for 13 different sets. Now these are all coming out from January all the way down to May, and for majority of them I'm really underwhelmed, especially with the prices. A lot of these sets are really cheap for what I think they should be, especially for the amount of detail that you would want in these sets. So in total we have 3 microfighters, one being another Millennium Falcon microfighter, one is unnamed, and one is a Tauntaun and AT-AT microfighter. So out of those 3, the one that I kind of lean to the most is the Millennium Falcon microfighter. Now I know we've gotten 2 of these already, but I really love the Millennium Falcon. It's one of my favorite Star Wars ships. I mean, it's a classic. It's the original trilogy. Yeah, it appeals in the sequels as well, but you can't really go wrong with the Millennium Falcon. However, in this case, I really feel like they shouldn't have gone for the Millennium Falcon. Depending on the Han Solo minifigure that is rumored to come with it, it's supposed to be a brown jacket, which makes me believe it could be Hoth, but it also maybe could be from Solo. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping for a Hoth variant for me personally, and even though I am probably going to pick this set up just so that I have that mini microfighter, I feel like they should have gone for a different ship. There are so many ships in Star Wars. What I really like to see would be a microfighter of the Razor Crest. I feel like that would be really cool, and it's also very popular right now. Lots of people love the Mandalorian. The amount of people as well that I saw buying the Razor Crest on release day was insane. It had a really good reaction. So I feel like something like that would be pretty cool. There is still one unnamed microfighter, so for all we know, it could be that one too. And the third microfighter is a Tauntaun and AT-AT one, which, I mean, it sounds kind of cool, but I feel like the Tauntaun is definitely going to be brick built. It's not going to be that one that we saw in the Assault on Hoth set. We're also getting another 4+ set, which is a Resistance X-Wing, which I just really hope it's not like that other X-Wing. I mean, at least with the Luke's one, you had really cool figures to kind of back it up. The build looks shocking, and I have a feeling the Resistance one could be the same. I imagine that's probably going to come with BB-8 and Poe. Otherwise, I have no clue what the minifigures will be like, but yeah, I mean, I'm obviously a lot older than 4, so in general, these do not appeal to me. I just hope that it's not as awful as that other one looked. Also on the list is a Mandalorian set, which is listed at 30 euros, and this is kind of concerning for me because I really don't know what you could pull off for $30. I mean, I guess it's from a TV show. It's probably going to be easier to do something from The Mandalorian than something from any of the films, but I'm still interested to see what happens. I have a feeling it could be from The Mandalorian Season 2, but then again, we actually haven't gotten that much stuff from the first season. Besides the brickheads and the child buildable figure, all we've gotten from The Mandalorian is the Razor Crest and that one walker, which I can't remember the lettering of that. Oh my gosh. ATRT? Probably not. Don't judge me. That one I'm pretty excited for, and I feel like depending on what it is, I probably will buy it. Now onto the 3 most controversial. There is a TIE Fighter, an X-Wing, and an Imperial Shuttle listed, and they are all very cheap. I say cheap, I mean cheap by LEGO standards. With the TIE Fighter costing 40 euros, the X-Wing costing 50 euros, and the Imperial Shuttle costing 80 euros. Now these are all very concerning for me because these are all pretty big ships, and I feel like they benefit a lot got from the extra size. I'm not saying they necessarily should be UCS scale, but I feel like at more of $100, $120 mark, you're going to get a lot more in. I'm worried that LEGO is going to sacrifice a lot of detail just to get it down to a lower price point. I also don't know what films these are going to be from, besides the Imperial Shuttle, which I imagine is going to be Return of the Jedi, which is the one I'm probably most interested in. Just judging how many Resistance X-Wings we've gotten over the last few years to coincide with the theatrical releases of the movies, I highly doubt it's going to be sequels based, which makes me think it's going to be from A New Hope. Now, I really like the X-Wing as a ship, and I still don't have one. I am kind of waiting for another Luke's X-Wing to come out and be like really, really good so I can go in and buy that. I feel like there are a lot more ships I would prefer to see now that I'm branching out just besides like the original trilogy and like the sequels. I'm really getting back into the prequel storyline. Like, I loved it the first time, but now that I'm really getting invested again, I want to see more prequel stuff. Just like a lot of other people my age, everyone is now grown up and we all have more disposable income to buy sets like this. It's not just the original trilogy fans anymore. Same with the TIE Fighter. As much as I really want a TIE Fighter, I just feel like at 40 euros, you're not going to get a very good TIE Fighter. I feel like it's going to be very half done. I'm pretty sure the figure selection isn't going to be that great either. So I can't say that I'm exactly excited. I'm excited to see what all these sets look like. But yeah, my expectations aren't that high for this. And then finally coming back to the Imperial Shuttle, this is one I'm really excited for. It was rumored before that it was going to be the next UCS set, but that turned out to be Mos Eisley, so I'm actually really excited to see an Imperial Shuttle. I love the design of those ships. I think they look really, really good. But also, I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of Return of the Jedi stuff in a while. I mean, of course we had the Death Star final duel, but besides that, I don't really remember seeing too much else. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I do not have a lot of knowledge on what Star Wars sets they've been. Like I said, I'm very new to collecting LEGO Star Wars. But I would love to see something like that, and yeah, just the ship's design in general looks really good, and I feel like it's going to benefit from having the higher price tag out of those 3 ships.
Just watching this footage back, I want to punch myself. So if you want to punch myself too for consistently saying Imperial Gunship, feel free. I know it's the Republic Gunship. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. It took me way too long. Like I said, new to LEGO Star Wars. Haven't seen the prequels in a while, okay? Okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Now, next up on the list is the UCS set, which I'm 99% sure is going to be the Imperial Gunship. And that's one of the reasons as well why I'm not going to buy Mos Eisley. I mean, the more I look at that set, the more disappointed I am. And I've pretty much come to the conclusion now that I'm definitely not going to get it. Because I think about it and I'm like, okay, I would rather put my money into getting the Imperial Gunship because I feel like that thing is going to be beautiful. And I really love the look of that playset one, which I think was from 2013 or 2008. The one with Padme and everything. But now that I know that that set exists, I really want it, which is a shame because a lot of people also really want it, which means it's expensive. I'm super hyped from the Gunship though. It did win the vote, and that just shows you as well that prequel fans want prequel stuff. The Gunship is going to be a really good selling set, and it's also interesting to note that if this UCS set is the Gunship, it's the only prequel set on the list, which is really disappointing because those were some of my favorite sets this year. Now, 2 of the helmets have been rumored to be Darth Vader and a Scout Trooper. Now, for me, I'm super excited for the Darth Vader one. I've heard quite a lot of people be like, oh, it's so annoying, we're getting Darth Vader, we just got him recently, which completely fair, there was the Darth Vader bust. However, the Darth Vader bust was a regional exclusive, which means me, even if I was collecting Star Wars, wouldn't have been able to get it because it wasn't on sale in Australia or Europe or Canada or Mexico or anywhere like that. It was a US Target exclusive. It also sold out really quickly because scalpers got a hold of it and they kind of went to town with it. So for that reason, but also the fact that Anakin is my favorite character, I really want that Darth Vader helmet if it is going to exist. The Scout Trooper one also sounds really cool. I'm probably not going to pick it up. I mean, the helmets look cool and everything, but like I haven't really been drawn to one. I've just been waiting for Darth Vader basically. Imagine a buildable figure of a battle droid. I would buy that. I don't know how many other people would buy that, but I would buy that. And then if the little like plaque it came with said Roger Roger, that would be awesome. Anyway, so that is the entirety of the Star Wars list. And even though a lot of them are remakes and I don't have any of the original ones, I still don't plan on buying that many sets. I don't know. I'm not excited by this list. I feel like this summer's wave was amazing. Like you look at it, but I mean, take the 501st out of it, you still got a really solid wave that a lot of people want sets from. Like I look at LEGO Shop at Home and majority of these sets are sold out besides the ITS Transport, and I think that's purely because it's a Galaxy's Edge set. And yeah, honestly, I don't think they're going to do too many other Galaxy's Edge sets because of how badly I think that one's selling, even though the ship itself does look really good. At the moment, I'm really just interested in the Imperial Shuttle and the Vader bust. Everything else, like, I'm interested to see how it turns out, and my thoughts could change when we actually get to see the sets, of course. Just my initial reaction to hearing the set titles and the prices, yeah, I'm kind of worried, and I'm upset that we definitely don't have the same range that this summer wave had. Like this summer wave, we had stuff from the Clone Wars, we had stuff from the Mandalorian. I mean, if you're gonna count the Razor Crest, even though that was September, not August. You had sequel stuff, you had original trilogy stuff, you had something in there for every single Star Wars fan, which I wish they would do more of. Because like I said, it's not just original trilogy fans anymore. You have newer Star Wars fans who are probably really into sequel stuff. You have fans my age who are really into the prequels, and then, I mean, pretty much everyone really enjoys the original trilogy, so it is a really safe option to go, but I wish LEGO would stop playing safe. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts on the Star Wars set list. I want to know your thoughts. Do you plan on getting anything? What are you most excited by and what are you most disappointed by? And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel down below. And until next time, I'll see you later.